Alright guys, so I want to show you how to do a bunch of really important things in Excel. I'm going to start with I've got some data here, okay, and I've got some test scores. They start at A2. If I scroll down, they go all the way down to A171. And so to make my life easier, I put A2 through A171 right there so that I can find this information. Now, what I want to find from this data, I want to find the mean, the median, the mode. There's a little gap there. I want to find the 5-number summary. Okay, the 5-number summary. The 5-number summary consists of the minimum, Q1, Q2, Q3, and the maximum. Okay, so we want to find all those things. We want to find the standard deviation of this set of data. Okay, so we want to find all these things. So, and then I want to show you how to find all those things using Excel. Now, some of them are pretty easy. So the mean is pretty simple. It's going to be average, and you're going to go A2 colon A171. And that's going to highlight, I'm just going to scroll down and show you, that's going to highlight all of this data with a kind of a blue rectangle. And that's telling me that it's encompassing all of these numbers, okay? So boom, boom, boom. And I'm going to hit enter. And that's my average, okay? The median, the command for that is equals median. And we're going to go A2 colon A171. Same thing. It's all of those numbers, okay? So far, so good. Now, mode. Mode is special because if there is one mode, you can use the mode command. But if there's more than one mode, it will not pick them all up. I'm going to show you how to do this. So I'm going to highlight actually 4 cells. And you can do that. The easiest way to do that is take your mouse and highlight 4 cells. Highlight 4 cells. With those 4 cells all highlighted, you're going to type equals mode dot mult parentheses A2 colon A171. So your data list. If you just press enter, it's only going to populate that first cell. You actually have to press Control and hold it, Shift and hold it, and then press enter. Now, if you get the same number repeated, that means there was a single mode. But if there was more than one mode, you'll actually get more than one mode displayed here. So now that I see there's only one mode, I can delete these extras. I don't need them. Okay? And it says I can't change it because I've created an array, but that's fine. I'll leave those there for now. 5-number summary. There's 2 ways you can find the minimum. You can type minimum. Okay? Min, M-I-N. Okay? Or you can actually do the quartile command. And if you do quartile A2 colon A171, comma, it's going to ask you which quartile you want. And if you look, it gives you 5 options after your data. If you type a 0, it'll give you the minimum. If you type a 1, it'll give you Q1. If you type a 2, it'll give you Q2. If you type a 3, it'll give you Q3. And if you type a 4, it'll give you the maximum. So I'm going to go ahead and type a 0 here. That should be my min. And now I'm going to cheat. I'm going to copy everything but the equal sign. So I'm going to copy that, press escape, and if I go here and type equals, Control V, it pastes that, and then all I have to do is change that to a 1. And then I can say equals, Control V, which is a paste command, change that to a 2, equals, Control V, change that to a 3, press enter, equals, Control V, which again is the paste command, change that to a 4 and press enter. And so that's a quick way to find all 5 of your 5-number summary. And then of course your standard deviation is equal STDEV. And make sure that unless you know for a fact you are working with a population, you pick this second command, which is stdev.s. That is a sample standard deviation. And again, we're going to pick all of our data A2 colon A171. Press enter. There's our standard deviation. Now, from there's a couple of other things you can do. You can find the upper fence, you can find the lower fence, and that'll help you see if there's any outliers in our data. Okay, the upper fence is equal to Q1 minus 1.5 times the IQR, interquartile range. Okay, the way we do that is we say it's equal to, and I'm going to cheat and make Excel do it for me, Q1, so I click on that cell, minus 1.5 times, and I'm going to throw up a parentheses here, the interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. Okay, close parentheses. Okay, so my lower fence. What am I doing? Lower fence. I'm trying to put in the wrong definition here. Lower fence. Okay, there's our lower fence. So our lower fence is 37. Our upper fence, let's do this right this time. Our upper fence is equal to Q3 plus 1.5 times the interquartile range. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to say equals. I'm going to click on that Q3 number plus 1.5 times, put a parentheses, and I'm going to say Q3 minus Q1. That's my interquartile range. Press enter. My upper fence is 109. Okay. Outliers are any numbers below the lower fence or above the upper fence. So if I ask you if there are any outliers, the 5-number summary is really handy because these 3 numbers are used to find the upper and lower fence. Well, the maximum is 97. The upper fence is 109. Well, the highest number is 97. There's nothing above the upper fence, so there's no outlier on the top end of the data. The lower fence is 37. The minimum is 10. There are, in fact, numbers below the lower fence, and the minimum tells me that. So if they say, are there any outliers? Are there any outliers? The answer to that question would be yes. Yes, there are. And that becomes very important later in statistics. And so this can, no matter how big your data set is, this can calculate that for you pretty easily by just comparing the lower fence to the minimum and the upper fence to the maximum. And so that's why it's important to have that 5-number summary. Standard deviation is something that's very difficult to calculate by hand, and Excel does it very quickly. It's going to come into play much later in this class, a whole lot. And so it's something you need to know. So anyway, basic statistics in Excel, something I want you guys to see. So here it is for you to reference later on in the class if you need it. If you have any questions, reach out to me, let me know, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks, guys.